All right, so I wanted to show you guys something that I was working on today. We are going to be moving back to a different kind of a format for seated church, because right now what we're doing is we have our lyrics going up on a flat background, and we're using chroma key and OBS. But when we go back to seated church, we've got to figure something else out because our computer limits us to one video output to after our main control. So we can only have our projector or a stage display, for example. And so I've been using our stage or our projector display as our lower thirds. But when we come back to seated church, that's not really going to work. So I've been looking at a different layout than we've used before because we want to keep having the lyrics in our live streams when we come back to see the church and such. So this is something that I've been working on kind of on the side. Just wanted to show you real quick what it is. So I put together, just to show you here what it looks like. You see I've got the text and the shadow behind it. I put together a couple of different phrases that I think might be nice to cycle on the screen along with the video stream, and I'll show you real quick in GIMP how to make it, and then over in OBS how to actually put it on the screen as it will appear. So start out, obviously just type in whatever you want for the text. I've got 3 different sentences. Want to give, see the video description, eChurchMH, that's our handle, and we're glad you're here. And the important thing is going to be to make sure that they're all in the same size. So I'm not actually going to crop these down. I cropped it down for the first one, and then I left it the same size for this one, and the last one will be the same size as well. So first thing that you want to do is make sure that your text layer is highlighted. Go down here to the duplicate button, make a copy. We're going to then go to colors and invert, so that's going to turn it from white to black. You're going to drag it underneath the other layer. So right now we have the white layer on top, the black layer on the bottom. Since I've already done this once, it's got my settings, but I'll just show you where it is. For Gaussian blur, go to Filters, Blur, Gaussian blur. I have mine set for 10 pixels right now. That's what I decided to settle on. The size that I've got this for exporting is right there. You can see it 635 by 217. And so now, just a couple of steps. This other one is done. It has its shadow. So let me hide those, and we'll do the last one. So make sure that text layer is highlighted. Make a copy. Go up to Colors and Invert. And we're going to drag that layer back underneath. And if you've done the filter once already before, you can just repeat. It'll use the same settings. So now that they're all done, you can then move those over into OBS. I've actually already done that and gotten it ready over on this computer. So I have these out here on the desktop, all right there. So to put them actually in OBS, we're going to add a new source. And we're going to image slideshow. And just leave it whatever. And I'm going to scroll down a little bit. So it's already prepped. We've got to actually tell it what files we want it to use. So since we're on the desktop, we're going to click 1, then Control-click, 1 more, and 1 more. If you Control-click, then you can highlight individual items and do them all at once. Otherwise, you have to do one at a time, or Shift-click will grab the whole column, but I don't want that item in there. That's a shortcut, not a picture. So Control-click to grab several different items. And they're all PNGs. PNG is required for alpha, or the clear layers, as you might, if you're not familiar with the jargon. And then go ahead and click Open. Now with them all the same size, this is already sized, like I said earlier, for how big I roughly figured that I would want it. And you can see they're already cycling through. I'm going to actually reduce the cycle here a little bit. Let's go down to 3 seconds from 8. That way we can see it faster and all the cycling is running. And we can play around here with the transitions. I wasn't sure yet what I would want, so this is actually my first time seeing it in the different format. I'm not sure if that's going to stream well or not. This is a remote control session, but I'm looking at the other computer down the counter, and it looks pretty good. The glitching is just from the lag of the remote control of Chrome Remote Desktop. So now that you have that set, you can go ahead and keep it on loop. That way it just keeps rolling, unless you just want it to go once and then stop. And then you can just move that down to wherever you want it. If you want it right about there. And yeah, and so that's what the final product would look like, where that's just rolling in the background. This is a live feed from our projection computer. That's where I'm recording this. And so that if I were to go out and click on a change in Media Shout, that would actually change the lyrics. Also, the camera feed is live right now. If I wave my hand in front, you'll be able to see that's actually running all in live time. So if you guys want to do something like this, that's a little bit more interactive, a little bit more engaging for your church live feed, then by all means, this is something that I'm messing around with. I don't know for sure if we're going to hold on to it or not. It's just something I thought to try out, but figured it'd be pretty neat. And if we have that on a much slower rotation, that might be something that we'll go ahead and keep around. So, all right, well, thanks for watching. I hope that's helpful to somebody.